Right, okay. I didn't say go. Well, I'd like to tell you a story about a student and his computer. This student created a website. That's a screenshot from the website. This was a website where other people could go and get links, oh, hurry up, to watch material on the internet. One day, the website was closed down, and this sign appeared on it. And I won't read it all out to you, but it really says that from America, a copyright infringement crime is punishable by 5 years in prison and £250,000 fine for a first offence. This is the student who made this website. He's a 23-year-old Sheffield Hallam student. I'll get a bit funny now, wavery, so just let me pass over. His name's Richard O'Dwyer, and that's my son. And he's facing extradition to America for making that website. This all started on the 29th of November last year, well, not last year, the year before, 2010. Richard was arrested in his flat in Sheffield and taken to be questioned at a police station in Sheffield about his website activities, which he'd spoke to the police about. The consensus of opinion throughout the country, I'm led to understand, is that what Richard did is not actually a crime in the UK, because his website did not actually hold any infringing content on it. It just provided links, URLs, to other places on the internet where people could have a look at TV shows, movies, the news and documentaries and such like. As I said already, no copyrighted content was held on his own website. The URLs that were on his website led to other sites on the internet which actually hosted the material that could be accessed. I think that is my sort of basic understanding of what hosting means. You may have a more techie opinion on that, techie knowledge. So because of that, Richard is looking at a threat of being taken and thrown behind bars in America through an extradition warrant that was served on him by the United States. Obviously, he'll be travelling on one of these nice big American Airways planes, most likely not first class, I shouldn't think. So I'm just really going to tell you a story about why I must fight against this happening. Sorry. It's all right, it's all right. Okay, good. So part of that fight has led me to make this blog. And I'm not at all techie at all, so I didn't really think I could even do anything like that. So I've made this blog, and there's lots of information on there about how you can maybe help us to fight this extradition. This is the Extradition Act that's a bit of a hidden threat to people in the UK who would tend to know very little about it unless it personally affected you. This piece of legislation was passed through on a Queen's prerogative with no parliamentary scrutiny, and that's probably why it's a little bit of a hidden thing. It's very hard to fight extradition unless you're accused of terrorist offences or murder, because in those cases you can actually fight with human rights. In Richard, my son's case, he hasn't got any human rights apparently. Another part of my campaigning against this extradition is that I'm living on Twitter at the moment. And you can have a look if you want to do there. But Twitter has been really helpful to me because loads of people have been sending me material which is helping us to fight our legal arguments. So it's been really good. This is a website that Richard made. He was asked to make this site by a media company in London who are working pro bono on Richard's behalf. So that's friendsextradited.org. There's a lot of information there about extradition to America. Richard's a Sheffield Hallam University student. I guess you won't be seeing him very often wearing this in the media because we're not really allowed to talk about that much. So we'll just pass over that slide in a few seconds. Implications for you, though, in the audience by what's happening to Richard. And really it's about America exerting and extending its long-arm jurisdiction over the rest of the world. Whether you be a student, a young person, you know, messing about in your bedroom on a website, or whether you actually do business with America, this all has implications for you. And I can tell you a little bit more about that later, but just suffice to say that quite a number of people have fallen foul of American law through doing activities either in business or online, which are not a crime in this country, but which are a crime in America. This is just a logo from petition that we've got running to try and campaign for Richard as well. We've got nearly 20,000 signatures on that petition already. So it's going pretty well. And that's Richard's sort of current way of coping with the situation, or at least up until the last couple of weeks since we had our legal ruling in the court and failed at the first hurdle. But so he's really had his head in the sand since last May, just carrying on life as normal, but now he's a bit more aware. And this is what Richard likes to do when he can save up money for his track days. He's got an old Mini that he's heavily modded, and he goes on track events, racing around the country, and he's about to do that on Monday because he's saved up 100 quid to pay for it. So I guess that's about it. Questions later.